All right, so our last class we introduced this right here, the location phrase. And so all first week we talked about subjects. How do we form a subject phrase? Then the next week we talked about action phrases or verbs, and then how we combine them together with a tense to make it a past, present, or future. So then we were putting this statement together. Like we put that whole phrase together. "Utang pepe." So the baby, has cried. Baby's crying or has cried. And then last week we introduced the location phrase. Okay. Now, if you notice, location is also a subject. So, but it's a different kind of subject because we introduce it with these things right here, which is a preposition. So, and just this is just review. So, E is when we introduce common nouns. Common nouns of that's going to be things that like pretty much everything except for like names. Like my name, Guillermo, is not going to be a common noun. That's a proper noun. Pronouns are like I, you, them, we, us. That's not a common noun. Common noun is going to be things that you would put like limiters in front, like le, se, ni. So if I say le fale, um, ni kelfongi, um, say or say lao, things that we need a limiter from. So common nouns, those are the ones that use this e right here. So this usually most times when you're referring to something, it's going to be you're going to use the e. But we're going to go further into that because I think this is where we stopped last time. We stopped at the common noun. So in this example right here, we have utang de pepe y le moenga. So um, the baby um, the baby has cried in the bed. Has cried utangi le pepe, the baby, in the bed. So this could be also, if you wanted to be word for word translating, you could say the baby has cried at the bed. It's understood that the crying is happening at the bed. But if we wanted to say inside of the bed, we also talked about that. Remember, itotonu o watangi le pepe, itotonu le moenga, inside of the bed, in the bed. So both of those could be used interchangeably, but whenever we put itotonu o, ilungo o, ilalo o, whenever we put that extra description, that's we're just giving it more detail. Okay. So, and we did have that sheet last time, ilungo o, ilalo o, itutonu o, and so forth. So, and we can go over that again if you guys want it. But again, this e, this preposition right here is going to introduce the location phrase. All right, e, and then there's also ya. So I don't think we didn't talk about this last. I mean, we introduced it, but we didn't give any examples. So if we were to say uatangi le pepe, so this is. Oh, I'm sorry. Nah, I didn't change that. Na tangi le pepe. So the last one is has cried the baby. This one here is cried the baby, or the baby cried to Yoane. Yoane is a person, so that is a proper noun. All right, a proper noun. It's not a common noun. That's a proper noun. So whenever we have proper nouns, it's going to be ya yoangi. So the baby cry to yoangi. So that's why if we were to say e yoangi, everyone would know what you're saying, but it's not correct. So because again, e is for common noun. If we were to say e mato, so plural pronoun. So e mato, itato, ilaua, oto, um, anything plural that you can think of is going to be after ya as well. Okay, so in this example, we have na tangi le pepe ya mato. So the baby cried to us, only us, and since we're saying mato, we're excluding some people. So maybe there are 10 people in the room, but the baby only cried to us four. Okay, and then also month. So this is July, July. We don't have a J in Samoan, so I think we just kind of replace the J with the I. So that's IULAI. So na tangi le pepe ya July. So the baby cried in July. The baby cried in July. So we wouldn't say July, we would say Ya July. I mean, Ya July. Okay. So months, plural pronouns, and also proper nouns. Now, you're gonna hear people say Ya Oi, um, ya Savali Ya Oi, they walk to you or something like that. You'll hear people say that, but technically, at least when you're writing things, the ya is supposed to be for plural pronouns. Oi, of course, or not of course. Oi is a singular pronoun, which we're gonna go talk about next. So na tangi le pepe ya te oi, ya te oi. So and again, technically, in the books, you'll see ya te is supposed to introduce singular pronouns. So that's au, okay, au, oi, and ia. Au, oi, and ia. So like for example, when someone says ote alofa ya te oi, I love to you, ya te oi. So basically, I'm sending my love goes to you. Ote alofa ya te oi. Um, well, what could we say? Um, Let me write it out. Sorry. The other ones would be, oh, sorry, au and ia. Au and ia. Na tangi le pepe ya te oi. Na tangi le pepe ya te au. To me, the baby cried to me. Na tangi le pepe ya te ia. The baby cried to her, to him, to it. Okay. So, but again, you're gonna see people say yate I mato, yate itato. It's even written like some places in Tusipaia. I just haven't have a clear understanding on that. But again, all of the books would say if it's gonna say yate, then yate, and then introduces singular pronoun. All right. So I just wanted to throw that out there. All right. So, and then it doesn't always have to be tense, action, subject, and location. Okay. Again, we can take the subject and put it in front of the action, right? Common Samoan sentence structure. But if we do that, remember, the subject can only be a what? Anybody? If the subject goes right here in between, like that.
Preverb pronoun.
Right. It can only be a pronoun, and a specific kind of pronoun is the ones that go before the verb, the pre-verb pronoun, before the action, the pre-verb pronoun. So those are gonna be O. And I'm just writing this out because someone just like literally had a question not even 20 minutes ago. It would be O, not a'u. We wouldn't put a'u right there. We put O. We would say e. We wouldn't say oi, or because oi goes after the action. Ia, okay. Naro ia is gonna be la, not ilaua, and so forth. And there's a long list of them. Okay, I, you, him, her, it, them, two, us two, we two, us three or more, and so forth. So we only want to use this row right here when we're talking about this subject. So let's go to. Okay, so we see it right here. Ole'a iatangi. Ole'a iatangi. And then le ta'avale. Le ta'avale is a common noun. Anyone by chance knows what this says right here, this statement? Ole'a iatangi le ta'avale. So whenever like if you're having trouble, just break it down.
You'll cry in the
slow.
car?
And just like writing, yep, he will cry in the car, or she will cry in the car. It will cry in the car. So we'll say he. So ia. So again, we're just break every single phrase down one by one, and then after a while, it just becomes second nature. Like so, we started with our subject. So if you want to start with subject, fine. Him, her, or it. So we said he. Okay. And then we have our action. It's going to be tangi or to cry. All right, to cry. Then we have our tense. This is a future tense. Future tense. So future tense, almost all the time, you're just going to say will. Okay. And then e, the ta'avale. So this is the location. We're introducing our location with our preposition e. So that's telling us where it's going to happen. E, the ta'avale. So he, and then tangi, cry, to cry. When is it going to happen? In the future, will. So he will cry at the car. He will cry at the car. In translation, that's going to be he will cry in the car. But if you wanted to give a little bit more description, and I just put these two examples up here because people are going to say it both ways. This way is just understood. It's going to happen in the car. He will cry in the car. But if you wanted to break it all the way out, ole'a tangi itu tonu ole ta'avale. Ole'a kangi kukongu ole ka'avale. So he will cry in the car, and he will cry inside of the car. Okay. So it doesn't always have to be tense action subject location. It could also be tense subject action location. But whenever you put that subject there, this has to be a pronoun. Specifically, like someone said, a pre-verb, or the row that goes before the action. Okay. All right, so let's have a quick quiz, and we'll do this individually, and we do have a group exercise toward the end. I know some of you guys really appreciate that. So, but this one right here, remember, just break it down piece by piece. Don't be, you have to be afraid. Just break it down. So the mouse. So think of tense action subject location or tense subject action location. So if we're thinking like this, what is our tense? Okay, ran. Okay. And our action is we have our tense and the action goes together. So that's that. What's our subject? We have the mouse, or it could be table. But then we see where's the location? Like, where did the mouse run? The location is under the table. Okay, so then so that you don't have to look the words up if you don't know them, I just put these right over here like that. Okay, isumu, tamoe, lao. All right. So let's take 20 after the hour. 20 after. If you don't finish, don't worry, we'll review it. But try your best to translate it out. And we'll get started. If you have questions, just hit me up in the chat. I'm sitting right here. All right. No worries if you didn't get all of them done, which it's the effort. And then just doing it every day. And then actually, before I forget, what really helped me when I was learning was every day, as soon as I figured out, okay, like tense action subject location and time, I would just write everything every single day, no matter what. I just wake up, kind of like keeping a journal. And when I when I woke up, and then what my plans for the day, even if I didn't know the words, now you can look them up. But several years ago, like the Samoan vocabulary really wasn't that great online. But now you can look them up. But if I didn't know the word, I would just write it in English, and I would come back to it once I figured it out, or once I asked my mom or somebody to help me translate, and just over and over. And again, you go slow in the beginning, and then just like riding a bike or anything else that you get proficient at, it just becomes second nature, and you don't have to think about, oh, what's the tense, what's the action, what's the subject, what's the location, and then it's just boom. It's just second nature. So the mouse ran under the table. Let's translate this one into Samoan. Anyone have that one? And again, there's several different ways to say it. You don't have to say it like tense action subject location. if you learned it a different kind of way, and mainly, where you start with the subject. We haven't got to that yet, but in here we're just taking things piece by piece. But the most common way that you'll hear it is where like we start with our tense and then our action. But you can also start with the subject as well. But anyone have this one?
I could try it.
Okay.
Nā tā mo'e I sumu I lalo o le laulau.
Sumu ilalo ole lau lau. Awesome, awesome. All right. Now, so we have and so we'll just go tense. Okay. Our action is tamoe. Okay. Isumu is that's our subject, and then we have ilalo o under, and then le lau lau the table. All right. So this is first there's a couple different ways that we could say ua or we could say na. So this is great. The way that it's written here, I would think now is more important. But if someone were to ask me like, man, what happened to the mouse? And if I say ua tamoe, like the mouse has ran under the table, like we need to do something about it, then I would probably use ua. But if I'm just telling you, man, the mouse ran under the table, it's been down there for a while, then na. So na tamoe. And then our subject is isumu. Isumu. Now, what is there anything you would change about this one right here? If I say na tamoe isumu ilalo ole lau lau.
Le isumu.
Le, yeah, le. And the reason why le is because that makes it a singular isumu or a singular mouse. Because if we just said isumu, then that's like the mice. That's plural, I think, right? The mice, the mouses.
Mm-hmm.
The mice. Not the more isu. Yeah, le. Let's just stick with the Samoan part. The mouse ran the mouse under the table. So now tomoe le isumu ilalo o le lau lau. Or if anyone has ua, either one is great. Great job. If you have either way. So what about this one? He will do the prayer outside of the hospital. He will do the prayer outside of the hospital.
Ole a ia tatalo I fafo ole falemai.
Tatalo, awesome. Ole a ia tatalo. Well, what was after tatalo? You said
Tatalo I fafo ole falemai.
ole falemai. Awesome. So we have future tense, and then he, and then pray. So he will pray. Ole a ia tatalo. And then okay, wait. I did miss so a fight. I should have put that over here. That's my fault. He will pray. Either way we can do it like that. You might hear people say filet talo. That's my fault. I should have put that in there. But people will say it like this as well. Or fight, yeah, ia. I'm gonna copy what Sienna said because this is probably the way you'll hear people say it the most. The way that I had it there without that word is probably confused some people. Thank you for catching that. But yeah, if you said it like this, is absolutely he will pray outside the hospital, word for word, boom. But you probably hear people say it like this. So it's like do the prayer. Ole a fai e ia. So tense. Here we go. Tense. And then we have an action. And then we have the two subjects. So ia. And then we have this. I'm sure this is a typo. Let me go back and ask you. Oh, lotu. Okay. Le lotu. Okay. Le lotu. Ifafo. Okay, thank you. Ifafo. Ifafo. Ole falemai. Okay. So yeah, we could say it this way. All right. I guess probably I should just keep it all the way simple. The way that we have it right here, I think this is great as well. So we'll pray. He will pray outside of the hospital. Phi, we have like a whole lesson on Phi. I probably should have did that before we came here. But there's a lot of actions that'll have like Phi before it. So it's like do the prayer. Okay. So I fumbled on this. Don't let's just forget I said that. Because again, we do have a whole lesson on that. How about John sent the letter to Christine? John sent the letter to Christine. If we what would be our tense? Let's do it like that.
Sa.
Sa, okay. Yeah, we could use sa. So
Is it
sa,
ua?
yeah, ua. I would say ua or na because like if someone is asking like what happened to the letter, John has sent, so it's kind of implied like John has sent the letter to Christina, or if it's like a long time ago or notable past, then nah, like yeah, John sent the letter, so it's over and done. But again, people will say nah and sa interchangeably. So it was kind of like if we said sa, that's like at this time, like if I take you back into my story, John, was sending the letter to Christina. So just for clarity purposes, even though people do say sa like that as well, we'll say, did you said ua? I forgot who said that. Ua? I think you said ua. I'm not sure.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I say ua.
Okay, so let's go with ua, and then what's our action?
Would you use the awina atu?
Awinatu, and then what comes after awinatu?
Lekusi or letusi ya Christina. Ya Christina.
Yeah, Christina. Okay, and then we're just missing one element.
Oletusi.
No, not oletusi.
No.
Only and
O,
only because.
Oane.
Oh yeah, okay. And what about Ioanne?
Oh.
Oh dang, we left him out of there. Huh?
Yeah. So remember, he's the one doing the action. So if he's doing the action, then there's a certain way that we have to put him in there. So how will we say John sent the letter to Christine?
Would it be Letusi Johanne
Yep.
Ya Christina?
Yep. Ioanne. Oops. How do I spell? Ioanne. Okay, there we go. Ua awinatu letusi e Ioanne ya Christina. Exactly. We said it like that. The other way, remember, because we have the e, we could also just take the e, and because a lot of people speak this way as well, they'll say Ua awinatu e Ioanne letusi ya Christina. Both of these are saying the same thing. You're just flipping around the Ioanne and letusi. Okay, so remember in Samoan we have the if we have our subjects back to back like that, tense, action, and then we have 2, 3, 4, 11 subjects, we have to indicate who's doing the subject, who's doing the action with the e. Okay, so in this case we have e Ioanne, ua awinatu letusi e Ioanne ya Christina, ua awinatu e Ioanne letusi ya Christina. Okay, hopefully everybody caught that. And then the last one, Popese lied to you. Popese lied to you. Popese is a guy's name, or it could be maybe a woman too. But in this case, it's a guy because I know Popese.
Na pepelo e popese ya te oe.
Popese. Oh, my bad.
E popese.
Ya te
ya
oe.
te oe.
Ya te oe. Okay, na pepelo e Popese ya te oe. Okay, so we have our tense and then pepelo is the action, and then this is who's doing the action is popese, and then yate oi. This is great. Only thing in this case you can leave out the e because there's not two there's not two subjects here. So if we were to say na pepelo, how would I say it in English? It's popese, um uh I can't think of an example, but it would have to be like two subjects, just like up here. John sent the letter. So John is one subject, the letter is another, and then the action went to Christina. But in this case, we only have Popese. This is the only one that's doing the action. Okay, there's no other subject involved with the action. So na pepelo Popese yate oi. Okay, someone said Popese told you an untruth. Oh, like, oh, okay. So if we say, oh, okay. So if you say it like that, told you an untruth. Yeah. I'm not sure if I understand what not el epopese yate oi. Okay, the untruth. Okay, thank you. I don't know if I can explain it the way that you did an example where you need where you need another subject. Okay. Since I'm good. You're right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So just for in this instance right here, we'll just say we have one subject that's doing the action of napepelu. Okay. Popese lied, and then yate oi to you. Popese lied to you. If we needed another one told an untruth, that might confuse it because I don't think I can explain it eloquently where I'm not confusing anybody. So what in this case, again, since there's only one subject, then it's just gonna be popese. But if we were to say na pepelo, popese, the untruth, then that's when yeah, I think I'm gonna confuse people talking like that. Sorry, thank you. I tried. I'm gonna leave it right there so I don't confuse anyone. All right. Does anyone have any questions on any of this right here? Or any part of it, doesn't even matter. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. We did kind of talk about these last time, but when we say e, so remember e is like how we introduce when the action is going to something. Okay. When the action is coming from something, that's the opposite, right? So instead of e, think my, okay, my. All right, so ote sao mai California. So I come from. So instead of ote sao mai e California, because we have the I, the ote, the I, um, the the e form, so ote, and then sao is gonna be the action, and then not e California, because if I come, I come to, well, I guess you could say like, oh, but if I'm coming from California, then sao mai, sao mai. So instead of e, it's gonna be mai. So mai is like the opposite of e. This in the same way where we say ya, talking about proper nouns. So lika would be someone's name. So we wouldn't say uo mawale chupe mai lika. So I have gotten the money from, we wouldn't say you know chupe, or I won't say it the wrong way because that's confusing myself as well. So from, and then yeah, you should have that right there. So yeah, so from, and then all we do is we just say the yeah. Remember to introduce proper nouns, months, or plural pronoun. Okay, in this case, lika is somebody's name. So tense, and I'll just write this out like that for anyone that needs it. Our subject is I or O. Our action is maua. maua, and then our le tupe, the money. I have gotten the money from my. So we're introducing our location. All of this is our location. My ya lika from, and then we have to introduce lika with the ya because it's a proper noun. Okay. U'o maua le tupe maya lika. Okay. And then when we're introducing, talking about a singular pronoun, my, and then ya te. So we know ya te already we're gonna talk about a singular pronoun. A'u, oi, ia. A'u, oi, ia. Okay. But if we say my ya te, from, and then now we're talking about our singular pronoun, whatever it is, ya te. So ua maua have gotten from you or by you the money. So my yate. So from yate or me. So you have gotten the money from me. Ua maua have gotten by you e oi le tupe, the money from me. This would be a common thing people talk about, a lot of the time, no, you, well, maua oe, the tupe, maya te au. You have gotten the money. You got my money. Okay. So all of this is the same. We just put the maya in front because we're talking about the action coming from a subject. Okay. Here's some other prepositions. And remember how we introduced the location phrase that we didn't talk about. Elatalata I or elakalaka I is near. So enofoletene elakala. I'm sorry. Enofoletene elatalata I le fale aonga. So enofoletene elatalata I le fale aonga. So does anyone want to take a stab at this sentence right here? So again, just break everything down.
The girl
I'll do-
sitting near the school.
Yep, the girl is the girl lives near the school. So in this context, like nofo is like to live or
Oh.
to reside. But it could be to sit too, just depending on what the context of your conversation. So nofo, so tense, action, and then subject, and then our location is all of this. Elatalata or elakalaka ile falea only. All of this would be the location, tense, action, subject, and then location. So present tense, action is to live. If you wanted to say sit, depending on the context, and then we have the tene. So the girl lives near the school. Fale aunga. Fale aunga. Yeah, fale aunga. And then ewinga i. So this is it means like about or concerning. So ua, put that right there. Ua talanoa I mato. Ewinga I le mato ainga. So does anyone want to take a stab at this one? Well, I'll mark these, break them down like this. And again, when we're talking about what do you call, like writing journals or like just practicing, you know, you can read any Samoan literature pretty much and just break it down like this until are riding the bike fluently. Tense, action, subject, and then again we're talking about location phrases. So all of this, e winga I le mato ainga. All of that is our location. Tense, action, subject, location. So if we were let's start with our subject. Our subject is imato. So that's three or more people, right? So we or us. And then what talanoa. There's the other ways to phrase this as well, probably even better. But this is kind of like, a basic breakdown. So we, and then ua talanoa, ua talanoa. So have spoken. Talanoa is like to have a conversation or to speak. So we have spoken, and then e winga e. E winga e is going to be about or concerning, and then le matoainga, le matoainga. So ua talanoa I mato, e winga I le
Oh,
mato.
about our family.
Yep, about our family. We have spoken about our family. Ua talanoa I mato, e winga I le matoainga. So, and again, there's other ways to say it, probably even better, but we haven't like covered all of those things, and I don't want to add stuff that will confuse anyone. But this is a great way to say it. We have spoken about our family, like amongst ourselves. We have spoken about our family. Okay, great. Okay. We kind of just did a quiz, but this may help. Oh, put it like this: just do one. Pick one, and then we'll go over all of them. I think this will help. So just pick one and take 2 minutes to do it, and then or 45 after the hour, and then we'll come back together, and then we'll do all of these. We'll kind of go through them fast, so we can probably get to this other activity. So I'll stop recording right here. If you have Okay, all right. So hopefully that was enough time to do one. Do you guys want to go longer and try to do more, or you want to do a review? First person has the power.
Let's just knock them out.
All right, knock them out. All right, so pay the bill for the boy. Pay the bill for the boy. Anyone have that one? If not, then we'll just break them down. Tense, action, subject, location.
I don't know if it's right. I could try the first one. It's
Sure.
o totongi le pili. Would it be male tama or mole tama? I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll get
Okay.
to okay. Ua totongi, le
Le
pili, and then you said what were the you said
I
mo
wasn't
or
sure. I wasn't sure, but I said male tama.
ma le tama. Okay, ma le tama. Great. I'm glad you said it like that. So we have has paid the bill, and then and the boy has paid the bill and the boy. So ma is gonna be in Samoan is gonna
And
yeah, that would be and so there's a different way to say it. Maybe I thought we went over it, but maybe not. It's gonna be mo. Mo is another preposition, and it means for.
I
For.
think you did go over. I just got it mixed
So
up.
okay.
I think we did.
Okay. Yeah, and I know we kind of went through it fast because it was toward the end of the last class. So I wasn't sure if we did it or not. So I'm glad
So the tense marker, would it be just eh?
it
Is it
so
supposed to be just eh? I think I used the wrong one, huh?
well no pay the bill for the boy. Yeah, it could just be like this. You could just say because it's a command. So remember with commands, it could be you could just tell somebody, hey, tutongi le pili mo le kama.
Oh,
Or
okay.
I'm sorry. Kokongi le pili mo le kama or tutongi le pili mo le tama. But just remember, keep your T's and your K's straight. I think I mixed them up still. But or you could say yeah. So that's also a tense marker, which I just learned that like maybe 5 years ago that is a tense marker when someone says something like that. So it's like boom, like right now, pay the bill for the boy. This is a command. It's the order. Yeah, tongi te pili moritama or tokongi te pili morikama. Okay. All right, great. So the next one, she received that from her. She received that from her. It's gonna get sloppy. So what would be our tense?
Ua, sa,
It could be ua, yeah.
or sa.
Yeah.
It could be sa, depending on how everything is stated, sa, or it could be what's the other one?
No.
Nah, yeah.
No.
Ua, sa, or nah. And most of the time, these are all contextual. So these can all be interchangeable depending on the context. So if it's a past tense, it could be sa or na. And then if it's something that kind of just happened recently, you're giving somebody an update, it's always going to be ua. Okay, so ua, na, or sa, whichever one. And then so what's going to be our action? I'll just put these in.
Moa.
Maua, yep. So
Maua.
ua maua, or sa or na, but let's just go with ua for here. So ua maua, and then what's next?
Oya.
Intense action. Oh yeah, yeah. We'll say oh yeah. Guess there's a few different ways that we can. There's several ways that we can say this. Actually. So ua maua, oia, and then what's next? Lenamea. Lenamea. Okay, and what else?
Mo.
This might not be fair because we just introduced this. So how we? It's from.
Moya. No.
Maia.
My, okay, my. And then what's after my?
My
My oh no,
Yeah.
not my okay, my yeah. Okay, so because it's we have a her, from her. So how do we say that one? So my yeah, from, and then her. Her is a singular pronoun. Her. My ya te ia. My ya te ia. Okay,
te
and
ia.
then yep, my ya te ia. And then also, if we look, maybe I'll write this on. Let me erase all of this and then rewrite it. Okay, so we went with uamaua. Oops. Uamaua. Uamaua. And then I think we said, someone said oia.
Oia lena mea.
Oia lena mea. Okay, lena mea. And then my, and then we already established it's going to be maya te ia. Okay. Now, so we have our tense. We tense, action, subject, lenamea. All of that together is another subject. Okay. Okay. Our location is maya te ia. Okay. Now we have two subjects here. There's what would we be missing?
The e.
The e. And where does the e go? So you said we're missing the e. So
Between
we
the
have
subjects?
Oya.
e oia. Yep. E oia. Yep. I mean, so and then in conversation, people will just say, "Well, maua ia." Some people will say that. I mean, and or they might not. I don't know. I don't want to get into bad habits, but ua maua e. Oh, what's happening to my? Oh, okay. Ua maua e oia. So we have our tense. We have our action. The doer of the action is this subject, oia, and so we have to mark it with the e. That thing, or did that or received that from her. Ua maua e oia le nā mea mai ia te ia. Ua maua e oia le nā mea ia te ia. Mai ia te ia. Okay. So because we have these two subjects, we need to indicate which one of these subjects did the action, and we do that with the e. Okay. Any questions? Oh, oops. Okay. So I guess we'll have to do our group activity at the start of the next class. So let's just do these last two. The person was helping him outside of the jail. Did anybody do this one? The person was helping him outside of the jail. What would be our
Lolo.
okay, go ahead.
Um, which one was helping? Was it
To help is fesosoani. Fesosoani.
Fesoasani? Okay, that's a hard one.
Fesosoani, yep.
So Olo'o Fesoaswani Le Tangatsa. Sorry, would it be Ele Tangata? Or no, Le, I don't know, man.
Okay, well, no, yeah, I'm just writing what you say for now, and then we'll just come back to it.
Okay,
Olo.
so Olo Fesoasani Le Tangatsa. Ia Ikokongu o Le Whalepuipui.
Pale pui pui. Great. That's a great effort. Wait, pui. Malole tamafai. Now let's go back and so olo fesosoani means what? Oh, sorry. Someone said sa. Okay, sa. Yep. So okay, so olo fesosoani means is helping. Was helping is sa. So it's a past tense. Was helping. So if I say olo fesosoani, that is like right now, like trying to get him out of jail right now. Olo fesosoani, right? So, but it's not right now because we're saying was helping. Was helping. So it's a past tense, fesosoani. So sa fesosoani, all right, tense, action, and then eletingata. So the person was helping. So this is all of this is good right here. Sa fesosoani eletingata, and then was helping him, and then inside itutonu o le falipupui. Awesome. So sa fesosoani eletingata. Oops. I guess I should say oia itutonu olefale pui. So ia when we're talking about him, her, or it before the action, like if it was gonna be up here, then that would be like ia. But after the action, it's a lot of times people will say oia. But some people will just say ia as well. But if you see oia after, that's why. Because it's coming after the action. So safe sosoani le tingata oia itutonu ole palipupui. So the person was helping him inside of the jail. Or there's another way people would say like helping to him. So fesosoani dang, we don't have enough time for me to explain that. We'll leave that like that for now. 2 minutes left. Let's go to the dog played in the car. The dog played in the car or inside of the car. However you word it. How will we say that? You make note of this.
Would ta vale be playing or car?
Oh, I'm sorry. Ta'avale is car.
Okay.
Ta'alo is to play. Ta'alo is to play.
What ta'alo le maili ole tavale.
Ole ta'avale. Okay. Ole ta'avale. Awesome. So we have our tense is ua. So it's a present tense, but I'm updating you. And then ta'alo. So is to play. And then who did it? Le maile. Le maile. So the dog has played or the dog played. And then the car. The dog played the car. The dog played the car.
O ta'alo I le maile I kokongo o le ka'awali.
Yep. So I ko kongu or I tutonu o le ta'avale. So inside of the car or in the car. And then again,
Thank you.
this could also be interchangeable. People would, you know, they would say, they'd probably just say like, ile ka vale. They might say it like that, or they might say it like this. So this is understood. Like the dog has played at the car, but it's if you wanted to be more specific, you know, you could say ua ka alo le. I'm sorry, ua ta alo le maile I tonu o le ta vale, or ua ka alo le maile I tonu o le ka vale. So yes, either way, if you had either of those, that's great. I made a note to come back to number 3 because there's another way that we can say that. It's more advanced. I probably shouldn't have that in there. We're at time. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, hang around. We can talk about it. If not, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Manuel Paul, Manuel
Manuel po topa soifua.
Elava.
Afkai.
Manuel pa.
Paftai fa.
Manuel Paul.
I got 2 questions.
Sure, let's get it.
Question 1, the previous class last Thursday, and this class number 10 last Thursday's class number 9. Will you be I catch the reviews on your YouTube channel and I replay it, and
Okay.
it helps me just to get refreshed. So will that class number 9 and this one be updated later tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah. So if not tonight for this one, it'll definitely by tomorrow. The last class has been up there for a couple of days now, or maybe since Friday. What is today? Tuesday. Yeah. So the last class has been up for a while, but tonight it'll either be uploaded in the no later by tomorrow at noon my time, which is like 10 a.m. California time. So, but yeah, it's up there now. Just go to week 4 for last week, and then this class right here will be week 5, I think.
Week 5, class
Yeah.
10, week 5.
Right, exactly.
And okay, second question. Sorry, this might just be redundant. In reference to your website, is the Pacifica Pages. Do you have like a past tutorial of how to navigate the website?
Oh, it's a bad website. It's so, I mean, basically just go to pacificapages.net, and then everyone should have like the email that takes you directly. Like for the people in this class, you guys are the only ones that have access to like the classes, and then like the worksheets and all, like every single worksheet. So let me see if I can pull it up real fast. So all I got, let me go to my email, and you should have the email because it'll tell you like to go to
Yeah, it does. It's just, I believe today was down.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's always I don't know why it does. That's why I say that it's a bad site, because every day I have to wake up like and refresh the site. If I don't refresh it, then it says that it's down, which is so it's almost like you have to just catch it after I refresh it, which is not a good thing. So I think I'm gonna be just redoing the whole website and just make it cheap, because I was trying to be fancy with it, and it's just it's too much. So it's
Okay.
I get it.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know you got a lot on your hands, but yeah,
So here we go. Okay,
appreciate
I'm in
that.
the okay, well, yeah, I think you guys you have this already. So it's the link and then the password. None of it changes. It doesn't go bad. It's just it has to be refreshed every day, because there's so much traffic that comes to it, and so I have all of this traffic, but I don't pay enough for the server, if that makes any sense. Like, so because I have a cheap server, and then but I have all of this traffic, I have to like constantly do all of these workarounds just to make it work correctly. So, and there's just not enough money into, like, I just have
Yeah.
a bad, to put it bluntly, I have a cheap server. So I have
I
to
get
figure
it.
out either, yeah. Either that or I just need to downgrade everything. Because it's a social media site and all of that is not working. It's not doing right.
I get it. Yeah.
Okay.
And Elena doesn't have anything better to do than bother you to get to know you better, huh?
No worries. No, I get it. Because it's frustrating for me because every day I wake up and then I get messages and they're like, it says it is down. I was like, why is it down? It can't be down. But then I look at the traffic. The traffic is up there, and it's almost always after I post something. So I'll post something and then the traffic comes, and then I didn't pay for I guess I don't have enough money in that kind of server
Oh,
to accommodate the traffic. So I don't know.
no, I appreciate all that you do anyway. That's a lot. Thank you so much.
Patay lava.
Okay. I love
I love
Yeah.
Any other questions? All right. If not, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Or if you something comes to mind, just send me an email. I always I try to check them. It's been getting bogged down lately, but thank you guys. I really enjoy the class and alofatu and one with the